Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. This video is all about how you can change your life by being a boss. I've been trying to achieve multiple goals over the past years, goals like reading books, growing my personal brand, and trying to learn languages. But it has only been this year that I've started crushing it, and I found that treating myself like my boss is a single habit that's most significantly changed my life. So far, I've gotten goals like reading 3 books so far in the year, growing my personal brand across YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and also learning Chinese. I genuinely believe that if you start treating yourself like a boss, you drastically change your life for the better. This video will be split into 3 parts: why people actually say things and don't do it, why some goals are unachievable, and practical steps to start ticking off the boxes. So fasten your seatbelts and let's get on with it. I would like to start off with this question: how many times have you told yourself you do something and you never did it? I recently watched an episode of the Declassified podcast by Apostle Lazarus, and he explained that every time you fail to do what you tell yourself you do, you're quietly teaching your brain that you're someone who doesn't finish things. Just let that sit in for some time. When I first heard that statement, I immediately started remembering all the things I've told myself that I would do, and I never finished it. And I've done this so many times that it became a normal thing. Like, it's normal to just not do what you tell yourself you do. And because of this repeated pattern, I had become used to that system. I become used to that lifestyle. And the same with you, perhaps. There are many things you may have told yourself that you do, but because you don't take your words so seriously, because it feels like it's just something you said, so you barely really stick to it. And because you keep on failing to adhere to your words, the more your whole system, your brain has gotten used to that pattern. That's like whenever you now say, oh, I'm going to achieve this by this time, I'm going to do this by this time, it's like it's just one of those days that you say something and you never achieve it. It's not like we're trying to overthink this. It's a normal thing. If you have a kid, a little baby that keeps on doing a certain thing, like probably, I don't know, pour something in one area, and you let them keep on pouring it there, that becomes their pattern, that becomes their habit, and they always go and pour things there. So the more we fail to take our words seriously and take our words as though it was a boss that said we should do those things, the more we fall into that pattern of making goals and making plans and never going through with any of them. But it's not enough to just take your words seriously. Every goal you set has to have a strong why behind them. The why is like, it's the thing that propels you forward, the thing that keeps you up at night. It's the reason why you're like, you have to get this. It's like, it's all or nothing. That's the kind of mindset it gives you. I like in the past, different goals that I set, I just set them mainly because I felt like it was a good thing, or I felt like it was a nice to have, or I felt like everybody was doing it. So when I don't achieve those goals, or when I don't stick to them, I don't really feel like I'm losing anything. But when I started to apply this principle and add a very strong why to each goal I set, I've noticed that even when I start slacking off, I immediately jump back at it. For example, I recently made a video that I've started my journey toward my first $1 million, which you can watch over here. And the reason why I'm still showing up even today is because I really want to retire my dad very early. I want to retire him as soon as possible. And I also want to be free to travel and free to live the life I want and not have to be stuck to one place just because of my job. So that's my strong why. And I know that the more I fail to stick to these goals, the more I will never achieve those things. So I found a very strong reason for the goals I want to set, and that's why I'm being propelled to achieve those goals. So not just am I taking my words seriously, but I have a very strong why that makes me committed, and then together you're able to go all in each and every one of them. So now you know that you have to take your words seriously, and that for every goal you set, you need to add a very strong why. If today you set a goal of having a physique like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or a goal of having $1 million, would you actually achieve them? The answer is probably no, because those goals still seem very intimidating and you don't even know where to start from. So that's where these steps comes in. Now, the very first step, which you could probably guess, is to have a deeper reason for why you want to actually achieve those goals. And I'm talking about reasons like you don't want this person to laugh at you, or you want to be able to buy cars, not reasons like that. I'm talking about reasons that strive you deep at the core, things that keep you up at night, things that spark a desire and hunger in you that nothing else can spark. For me, for example, the reason why I'm on this journey to get into my first million, because I want to retire my dad. I've seen him every day work and work and work, and he barely has time for himself. He barely has time to even enjoy what he has built. He's always working and working and working. And so I really, really, really want him to get to that stage where he can just be free and exist and not have to run to work every day. So that's a strong reason for me. And I don't know your situation, but just dig deep and find that reason that sparks a fire in you that nothing else can spark. And the second point is to break that goal into smaller actions. And the reason why this is so important is it makes the goal feel less intimidating, because now you see smaller actions that you can do, and you feel like those things can easily conquer them. And then by conquering those smaller ones, you create a sort of domino effect that before you know it, you reach the actual destination that I'm trying to get to. So as you do this and as you achieve those smaller goals, you build your mental resilience, you build your mental fortitude, you build your willpower to keep on going. And now the third point is to set tasks you can actually achieve during the time you have. I'm begging you, don't make the mistake of giving yourself so much to do in a very short time and believe that you'll be able to smash it. I've done this mistake several times, and this mistake has made me feel like I'm just not good at achieving anything. And it's not that I couldn't achieve things, but I gave myself a very stupid time frame, a very ridiculous time frame. So please, like if you are setting a task, be reasonable. Don't be over optimistic. It's better to give yourself less and actually finish that thing than give yourself more and don't finish it. Because we're trying to build your track record of saying you do things and doing them. So if you come and give yourself things that you can't finish in that time frame, your brain doesn't take it that, oh, it was just too much. What you are seeing is that you failed to achieve what you set for yourself to achieve. So give yourself tasks you can actually finish within that time. And then if you finish those tasks and there's still extra time, then you can add more. It's better that way. Speaking from experience, I'm just saying. And now the final step is to stick to that goal for at least 3 weeks. I'm not some productivity expert, but it has really worked for me. This young man as it's seeing here have been trying to learn Chinese for so long, and I never stuck to it. I always did it for like 10 days and I would just stop. But now I've been learning. I have a 104-day streak on a 4-day streak or so on Duolingo, and it's because I stuck with this thing for at least almost a month. And because I did that much, I then got used to doing it, that if I didn't do it, it's like I felt like I was missing something. So it's like I need more energy to not do it than to do it. So it's not just about the number, but it's about doing it enough times that it now gets easier to do than to not to do. That's my point here. So the very first point is have a very deeper reason for why you want to do this. Then break that goal into smaller actions, and then set time frames that you can actually stick to. And number 4, stick with that goal for at least 21 times. So being a boss is not about having the biggest vision in the room. It's all about doing what you said you do when you said you do it. So that's it for this video. This was quite a short one. If this helped, just click the like button and subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss the next episode. If you notice, I kept on saying my journey to $1 million. So if you're curious about that, just hop onto this video and I'll see you next time. Peace.